Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are back to look at my May planner inserts, yay, and kind of set up my monthly calendar for the month of May. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. The inserts that you're seeing are from my Etsy shop. It's a digital download where you download it and you print it at home. And if you have like the classic happy planner, which is what you're seeing me use, you would cut it out and put it into your planner. Thank you all for returning and supporting me. I appreciate you all so much. I thought for the month of May I wanted something that was more like a dreamscape, you know, something somewhat representative of a night sky, but not necessarily a night sky, if that makes sense. So let's get started for May. So in my planner I always have my month, so I like to look at the monthly calendar, and because you guys know that I get to determine how much money I give myself in my grocery funds based on the number of Sundays, and so that also dictates the number of check-ins that I do for that month. So you'll see there's 5 Sundays in the month of May, so my weekly check-in for my cash envelopes when we get to that page is going to be 5. So that's where that comes from. And so the first thing I'm going to do, I've already pre-written on these, and these are some bill due stickers. They're from Caffeinated Cake, so these are not from my shop. So I just want to say that up front. These are some old ones that I wanted to use up, and this one had a couple of shades of purple, and so I'm going to use them in here versus throwing them away. So I hope you all are doing well. And so you're going to see that on the first I am going to put down 2 rent stickers. Okay, and so the reason for that is because one is for my current place, the apartment that I'm renting, and the other one is going to be for the new place that I'm going to rent. And so before, I think if you were watching my video, before I went to jury duty, I had visited 2 homes. I actually liked them both, and so we waited, and the price did, the monthly rent did go down a little for the one that was the best fit for us. I couldn't get one where I could get the master bedroom on the bottom floor. Every time they were going like hotcakes, but I was able to, let's see, my phone is due on the 18th. I was able to find one where all the bedrooms are really big compared to some of the other places I was visiting. So before, to give you guys the dimensions, I was lucky if I would find like a second and third bedroom that was 11 feet by 10 feet or 11 by 11 feet or something like that. I was lucky if I found that. These rooms are like 12 by 14, 12 by, I think one is 12 by 14, one is 12 by 12, but it has a bigger closet, and then the master bedroom is like 14 by 16, I believe. So that helps out a lot because my sons are not, you know, you guys know, they're grown, and so they need bigger beds, so they have queen size beds, and you can't have those 10 by 10 foot rooms, and sometimes the rooms weren't the dimensions that they had on the floor plan. And so that is the, like, you'll see I have minimal bills right now. I cleaned up all the debt, and I'm very happy that I did, because it's this time right here is when I need to make sure I had all my money so I could, you know, plan for the move, make sure I could afford to pay 2 rents in the same month, and just do all the things and not skip a beat, because this day was coming. At this point, when I'm recording this video, we've been pre-approved. They're going through my income, so they have to contact my employer just to verify my income, and I forgot what else they're doing. They're doing something else. So, but we've been pre-approved for one of the houses and stuff. So I'm excited about that. Excited and stressed all wrapped up in one. And then in my my budget planner, I have my monthly budget. And so on the left is where I document my monthly budget, and then on the left, the right, I can never remember left and right. On my right hand side, this is where I make notes about this month. So you're going to see a little bit of some difference in my income and stuff like that, but that's just going to be me moving sinking funds to cover everything, because not only do I have to pay the rent, I have to also cover moving fees and stuff like that. And then down at the bottom, and this is only in this sheet that I have here, this is it's not something nobody has ever wanted me to do on theirs, so it's something that I just put in my own, where I do a cash envelope breakdown, and then I just go into the bank and ask for the denominations that I need. And after that, I'm a salaried employee, so I get paid twice a month. And so I have my first paycheck is the last business day of the previous month, and so that's paycheck number 1. And my last paycheck for the month is the one that's for the 15th, so May 15th. That'll be this check, and this one will be April 30th. No, because that'll be Saturday, so April 29th will be my very first paycheck here. And then after that is my weekly check-in, and you guys know I stuff my cash envelopes once a month, and so I just kind of count as I go. So the very first one I'm subtracting from what I budgeted for myself, and that'll give my remaining, and then I can use that remaining balance as I subtract out what I subtract out what I spent. I cannot talk today. And then over here is where I just log all my spending and stuff like that. But yeah, that's why I've still been doing the no spends and everything else. It's because I knew this day was coming, and the rent for the new place is going to be over $1,700 a month for the house. Some things, and I'm still trying to work out how that works. They have certain companies that handle certain aspects, but I'm just looking forward to a safer area. That's number one. Cleaner area, because this one has not been bad. I haven't been a victim of anything here, but just to be able to get into a safer neighborhood where it's cleaner, people take care of things, and I'm not, having to wade through trash on my way to my car, or going to my car, getting out, and it's in one situation, and then come out the next morning and somebody's thrown their whole dinner on the ground. So that I'm looking forward to having a garage where I can just park my car and not have to worry about that. So, and then these next 2 pages, this is my sinking funds and my spending tracker. And so this is where I log all the activity associated with my sinking funds. I do better with pen and paper. I know a lot of people want to know, like, what's my preference, pen and paper or web apps. Web apps is really for accuracy, because I'm not necessarily keeping up with things, but when I log things, drag and drop, it gives me an accurate balance of what's in my sinking funds and things like that. Here I can make a mistake. I'm human. I can make a mistake, but the physical act of writing helps me remember what money is where. So when I'm in a store and I'm super excited about shopping and doing whatever, I know it's like, oh, you ain't got money for all this stuff. You only came here for these 2 things. You're going to get 2 things and walk out. If you have ever been with me while I was shopping, you would know just the excitement of walking into a store. I will forget totally why I'm there and buy all the things. So I have to work really hard at that. And so the physical act of writing helps me with that. That is always been the thing with me. So that's why pen and paper will always be a portion of my life. And plus, I'm like a notebook junkie. Notebooks, ink pens, you name it. But here I'm going to just log all my transactions that I spent for my sinking funds, and then over here is where I'll reconcile my sinking funds, the start, what I added, what I subtracted, in the ending balance at the end of the month. And so I don't have any debt because you guys know I paid the last of my student loans off in November 1st of 2021, and I am just super thankful because I have been stressed. But yeah, this is the last page. This spending tracker is the last page for my May, and then I'll go into June. But yeah, having that debt off my plate, I can now like be able to, you know, like look at it and like, oh, I can afford to actually pay for this amount of rent, and I'm not feeling like, okay, I'm stuck dealing with stuff like what I'm dealing with right now, because I feel like if I hadn't taken care of the debt, this would be where I would be feeling stuck and frustrated and having to deal with a situation that was out of my control, and dealing with people saying, oh, well, we can't fix that until June. Oh, that's very nice when my lease is up May 22nd, but I'm not trying to be around here for June. But that is it, and I have gotten all the stickers put down, so you'll see the two rents. The lighter rent is going to be for the new place, the darker rent is going to be for the current place, and then a phone and internet and my utilities. And so once I finally get the final approval, I'll have to call MLGW, get the lights turned on over at the new residence too. There is a new, or I forgot what it's called, moving orientation that I have to attend, and so I need to have, that's going to get set up and all this other stuff once they finish all this, the final confirmations as far as my income. Friday was Good Friday, and I think I heard from them with the pre-approval Thursday, I believe. So by the time I got that, and it was Friday the next, Good Friday the next day, so they're going to be waiting. So we are going to see. But yeah, I'm super excited. So thank y'all for, you know, dealing with me being moody and and going through all the things. But I am just so excited, and that is my budget planner for May. I'm going to be your purple highness. I'm just kidding. But y'all have a super fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys again when we do my May budget. So y'all have a great one. Bye.